and clear up a little bit of spaghetti. Noticed a few things while I was shooting the 4 more awesome quality of life mods video that has just gone live on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's already live. I'll put a link to the video right here, so please go check it out. But I've noticed a few things that I know that I want to fix, frankly. So my goal today is to go in, just take a short amount of time, literally just flying in circles because I'm paying attention to what I'm saying instead of what I'm doing. But we're just going to spend a little bit of time simplifying a few things that I've noticed, starting with this monstrosity. This whole refined oil system is a freaking mess. Look at this. So all of our refined oil comes from this direction, right? Let's do a little tracing the path to see what's happening here. But all of our oil is coming from these two sets of refineries, right? You have essentially the refineries on the left, the refineries on the right, splitting out the refined oil and the hydrogen. And so you have this line and this line bringing in the oil. These two lines combine at this stack, right? So what's happening is they're combining at this stack and then being split off. First of all, being split off into this, which doesn't make any sense. So let's just destroy as much of that as possible. Then let's actually zoom in here and break, if we can, the AoE on these. Not the AoE, but the hitbox, rather, is a little tricky. There we go. Okay, so that's what we want to do. We want to empty this out as fast as possible, essentially. So actually, what we're also going to do is then just break this. So we're essentially going to start stocking things up here and centralize all of our oil to flow this way. And actually, I think we're going to... no, we probably want to leave those there, actually. Do we, though? Do we want to put our oil storage closer up there? Does it make sense to have oil storage here? It's kind of a weird in-between spot, so I guess we leave it for now, to be honest with you. I just don't really know what we're going to do with it quite yet. I've also noticed our... Okay, research is going. It's just going slowly. It's not the end of the world, right? So we'll just kind of let it do its thing. But, okay, so our oil is coming up this way. It's then being split out 2 ways, and then being split out another 2 ways. So where we look at where we're actually using oil, you'll see if it splits up this way, it goes all the way around over here to then be split off to be used for our plastic and for our organic crystals. This oil here is being used for our, what is it, sulfuric acid? Yeah. So there are 3 things that we're supporting with essentially 2 different splits of oil. What I'd like to do instead is run all of our oil up into this central logistics station and then run 3 lines out here. 1 line out there, 1 line out there, then 1 line is gonna, I guess, have to cross over here and go down that way. I think that's going to make everything a little bit easier. The trick is just going to be how we actually start to break some of this up to let that happen. Especially something like this, because this is still going to be pretty spaghetti, but I think that's okay. Okay, so let's figure out how we want to do this. First things first, let's start with the easiest one. Let's just come out of here. Oil. Yeah, down. Because I don't think we can cut straight over, sadly. Down. Boom. Okay, and then what we're going to do is... Actually, here. Let's not do that right away. But let us instead... Well, actually, no. We want this oil to keep moving. So that's not the end of the world. How much is that? Okay, cool. So it's already decreasing. Actually, you know what we could do as well to help this out is that. There we go. Okay, that's more like it. All right. So we will be serving oil up here, which is great. I think we run a separate line down here, to be honest with you. I think we separate out this line entirely. So let's let it just kind of start absorbing all of that. And we're going to run this line. We don't want to go that far. I want to go back 2. And actually, we're going to have to delete some of this, I think. All right, so we're back 2. I'm going to go up and over. And then down. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to run this. Actually, 1 over. There we go. Okay. So So that's been replaced. I think this is just going to let us load balance a little bit better here. Oh, interesting. We're going to upgrade that chain too. Here we go. All of these should be running at least MK2s. Looks like we're running MK2s there, MK2s there. Those are MK3s. This water, I actually don't think matters, so let's just leave it like that. Yeah, the water and the stone in this case don't really matter. We'll upgrade this line. But again, if the lines are all jammed up, it doesn't really matter how quickly they're moving, right? So, something to think about. Okay. So our plastic. Interesting. Our plastic is super jammed up. Oh, we have oil over here too? Oh my gosh, we have so much oil. Oh, you know what? I see. Local demand is running for that oil. You know what we should do? Not that this will do anything right now. Let's do that. So that way, we don't have to worry as much. Actually, we also put like water in this or something if we wanted to. We'll have to think about it. We don't really need to do anything about it right now, but we have a lot of resource chains that are just ending down there, right? All right. Let's see how this is going. Okay, perfect. We're now out of oil in this. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. Okay. Now, let's actually run this up here. Let's think about how we want to do this. Don't think we want to use that. We don't want to use any of that. And we do want to reuse this chain, but we don't want to do it this way. Let's, oh, you know what we could do? Let's remove that and actually do this instead. Pull this out through here. There we go. All right, and then this will run around the edge. So this will go up here and just right in there. That seems the simplest way to take care of most of this. Actually, here, we can pull that out and make this even easier. Boom. There we go. Don't have to worry about it. Okay. Why is this? That seems weird to me. We'll just let it happen, I guess. Okay. So the good news is, though, is that all of our oil is going into one central location now. Right in here. This is going to start to fill up. Yep. And then it's being exported. What did this have? I don't even remember. Oh, this is to burn off our excess oil. I see. I wonder... We could potentially... All right, let's try something here. I want to build essentially like a burn-off valve for the oil here. Let's do it this way. So the idea would be basically once we have just too much oil to feasibly use. Really? That's very annoying to me. All right, we'll spit out right there. And we are going to prioritize that way. So then this valve will only get used as a backup. It's weird that, like, it makes me feel like there's some... yep, there we go. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. It's tricky to see, frankly, but that was the issue right there. So again, when you're seeing slower movement than you expect to be seeing, keep that in mind. Keep an eye out for that, because that was exactly what we saw happen right there, right? Okay, so this is interesting. I think our storage is obviously going to pop back up pretty soon. Oh, crap. Whoops. There we go. All right. I mean, we have enough plastic. I'm not worried about it, obviously. Okay. Well, I already feel better. All in a day's work right there, right? That was a good use of our time. I like that a lot better. All right. What else we want to fix right now? What's this? Obnoxious. Can't destroy these. Probably not going to need any more of this sulfuric acid. This is interesting. let's check out our research. When do we get to make? We have MK3s. Interesting. How does one make an MK3? You need quantum chips, particle broadband, and the original assembly machine. Okay. We have some of those guys, right? 43 of those. Let's go grab a few of these things and make some of these. Where is our... Okay. Well, so first of all, interesting. What do we not have here that we need? Oh. The answer is that we're just totally slam-a-lam-a-ding-donged up here, huh? I don't think that was something I should ever say again, but, you know, we'll live and we'll learn here. Whoops. What? I'm literally just pressing every button and attempting to figure out what I actually wanted to press. Let's do that. Let's only do one of them. Okay, so first of all, let's organize this. Let's here. All right, we're gonna delete this. Anything we have one of, this would actually be a great mod in and of itself. If anyone's listening and has a modding capability, I just like let me go through and delete everything that's like 5 or fewer. You know, that'd be nice. I still have a bunch of this stone. You know what? Do I need it? No. Do I want to keep it? No. Can I throw it in the little stone box over here? Maybe. That's stone, right? Nope, we have 10,000. All right, I'm just getting rid of it. There we go. Anything we have 10,000 of, I'm just going to delete out of my inventory. We clearly don't need it. All right, let's grab maybe like 4 of those. Where do my quantum chips go? Where are you? Donde está quantum chips? Maybe those are wherever our green production is. I think it's our gravity matrix, right? Over here. Okay, interesting. So this is not producing. Why is that? What do you need? Quantum chips. Oh, convenient. Well, I suppose there probably aren't a plethora of them for me to go grab then, are there? What's going on here? All right. Quantum chips. Problem is no casimir crystals. Okay. And no plane filters. Hence, no quantum chips. Plane filters aren't working because there are no casimir crystals. All right. And we have just straight up 0 quantum chips, it looks like. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. All right. So, let's figure out why that is happening. We have plenty of our optical grading crystals. So where are we creating? All right. So what's going on here? Not enough hydrogen, of all things. We're demanding hydrogen and there's no hydrogen. Trust me, there's hydrogen. All right, so let's go fix that. What's going on with our hydrogen situation? Well, first of all, I don't even remember where the heck we're storing it. Over here. 4 hydrogen. That does seem to be problematic to me. Okay. Oh, we actually don't have nearly as much hydrogen as I thought we did. We're barely stocking it up over here. I see. What is the deal? Really? Out of all of this hydrogen production? That just strikes me as odd. But... okay. Well, the other thing we could do, because we actually do have full hydrogen production elsewhere, is if we find an interstellar logistics station that has a little bit of extra room, which I thought we just saw one over here. Maybe I'm going crazy. No. 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 This one? There we go. We could hydrogen, remote demand, and put some chips in there. So this will go collect hydrogen from our star. Logistic stations, resource, hydrogen. We want just collectors. Yeah, so there we go. Actually, here, just do it this way. It's 5,000 sitting right there. Now, I'm not saying this is a good plan or something that fixes the problem, because it doesn't. So, how do we want to actually fix the problem? Let's look at production hydrogen. 750, 753. The problem is we're just consuming too much of it. Okay. Well, let's think about this. Our deuterium production is going just fine. We literally have more deuterium than we know what to do with. So maybe we just kind of cut off one of our deuterium channels and see if that helps. I'm thinking specifically that one. We just cut this off. This whole reaction chain will eventually stop. We're still going to be running these 4, so it's not like we're not going to be running any deuterium at all. But this might help with our consumption problem. We're also running hydrogen. Oh, okay, I see. That's where the excess is going. Huh. I mean, conceptually, it kind of makes more sense to me to be running all of it through here and then run some of it down here versus running our extra along there. So, what if we remove this whole line here? Let's just do it. We're gonna remove all of that. Oh, right before the autosave too. That's great. Okay, so all of our hydrogen is gonna run in here, and then let's let that hydrogen run in there. Okay, we're actually gonna remove that too. Let's kill all this. We don't even need that anymore. Okay, so now let's take out our MK3. Is this on the ground? It is, yeah, okay. Gonna go up and over. And down. Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go. So I think this is a little more sustainable in terms of how we're doing this. Oh, that's problematic. Okay, we'll fix that in a second. Alright, so what's happening here? Okay, so what's going to happen theoretically is this hydrogen is going back up. Why are we making more red? I feel like we've been doing that forever. Well, here, let me stop you right there. Nope, there we go. We're done. We don't need any more of those. We're fine. Alright, so that hydrogen is going to start backing up. Perfect. So now, all of our hydrogen is going to be routed this direction. Let's dismantle that. There we go. Trying to get rid of some of those junctions. Maybe that's dumb. I don't know. Alright. So the one other thing we can try. Let's check production now. Consumption is 1200. What the heck's going on here? Alright. Might be a larger problem to solve, but we're going to give it a shot here and see what happens. The other thing we could do. Let's see. Alright, so let's go check on our casimir crystals, which I believe are over here. Alright, so these are firing on, if not all cylinders, at least more cylinders. That's because it's back down to 0. Okay. Is there like another convenient way to produce hydrogen? Like, am I going crazy? I feel like hydrogen is one of those things that you just solve so early in the game that it's not a problem anymore, but a lot of these are just not outputting nearly as much hydrogen as I would expect. Our oil production lines are still fully operational. I mean, we could back our whole assembly up if we feel like we need to produce more, but I'd almost rather put in like a whatever this secondary refinery type is, an X-ray cracking station, because we know that that's kind of a 2-3 that will produce more hydrogen. So what we could do is go over here and run out just like a hydrogen line. This is interesting to me, the fact that we're consuming all of this hydrogen to make our deuterium. This is our deuterium. I mean, it's all fully stocked up in here too. We're really only using it over here. Product stacking. Did I not fix these? I thought I fixed these. Lordy. There we go. Okay. These are all working okay. Lack of material, eh? Alright. Well, hopefully that helps a little bit at least. This has enough of what it needs. Okay, perfect. Alright, and this is fine. Well, that's problematic, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. There's a lot of just like load balancing that happens in the mid to late game, I feel like. How are we doing on power? Power, don't have to worry about at all. Okay. Hydrogen, our consumption is just through the roof. It looks like as we're just feeding more into the system, it's just finally increasing production here. Hopefully we're feeding it more than it can reasonably handle. But it might make sense to kind of move this production out of here. Interesting that all this graphite is being consumed somewhere. So this is all running through here, running up into this. We haven't even hit our storage max over here, really. I guess we could hold, you know, way more than that here. Actually, let's just change this to local storage. Pick that up. And see what happens here. We're actually consuming more graphite than we're producing here. Yeah, it's pretty... Yeah, okay. So, let's try something else here. Put in, how many... Do we have any oil refineries with us? 13. That's more than enough. Okay. So, we want to run this X-ray cracking. We do need... Oh, we also need refine... That's frustrating. So it really does make more sense to basically run a line down through here. Alright, so let's just get rid of all these. We will rethink this whole process. Alright, so I think basically what we want to do is actually rethink how this works. Because we have kind of a split pattern here. We might want to run one through here. Well, here. Alright, let's just set up some oil. And we know that we're going to need 2 inputs, 1 output. But if we run them both down the side, we can do it exactly like this and just pull them from both and export down the side, basically. I think we do it right along here. Basically just back this right up to this, and we'll run those lines through here. Actually, here, let's do it this way. Oh, we can get those real close together, though. That's nice. Alright. So then let's just see what this would look like. So run down here. That would run down here. And then run our middle lines through. So it'll run out here. I see, but it's 2 outputs too. That's what makes this harder. Alright, well. They could essentially output right back onto the line if we push this down and then had a line going back out here. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, I want... it's going to clog up the line, though. Let's think about this. Alright, let's... We're going to need to spend a little more time thinking about this, so let's not right now. We will increase this, but let's see how we're doing over here first. Nope. Okay. You know what? I think we're doing okay. This is starting to back up. That's exactly what we want to see. Actually, here, let's just remove that because honestly, we don't want to start storing things over there. We want to be storing them in the logistics facility. So we're going to remove all of that. And then dump that in there. This is garbage. Okay, one step at a time. Let's go see if we have any quantum chips left. I'm not optimistic, but we'll see. Oh, hey. All right. Something's happening over here. It's not a lot, but it's something. Enough casimir crystals. All right, well. Let's see how our casimir crystals are doing. We have the raw materials. It's just getting the hydrogen to the right place at the right time. I think they're over here, right? Yeah. There we go. All right. Well, Problem for another day, folks. All right, we've cleared up a little bit of spaghetti. We're getting there. All right, I will catch you all later. We're doing a minor amount of spaghetti, but we'll be back on soon for figuring out some of the rest of our technology. We're making slow progress here, but we'll get there. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your evening, and we'll catch you up soon.